The man that will of course become the future of the Fatimids. I am super excited for this. They added them kind of stealthily, and today we're going to send them into a bunch of dirty and very, very dark alleys where you hopefully make so much money that sooner rather than later we can actually play out the story of the Fatimids. In case you didn't know, the Fatimids are currently in 867 on the run. They are most certainly not adventurers just running around like they're here, but this is the only way that the devs could make them playable. These Fatimids would then kind of build their own agenda, build their own kind of secret clan, and from Syria make their way towards Ifriqiya, so here to the territory of the Aghlabids, and then indeed, you guessed it, take it over, control the central Mediterranean Sea for quite some time before moving on over here, of course, to Egypt. This is where then in 1066 they have the Fatimid Caliphate. Today I would like to achieve this. Let's see whether we can do it. So it is his son that technically starts taking over Ifriqiya, and then even later they go towards Egypt. If we can get all of that done, then I would most certainly want to do it. Alright, but let's get started right here. Listen, the way I see this is we're going to be at least a little bit criminal, because again, he's not the one that I want to get landed with. I want to make so much money that we can then just go crazy with our follow-up character. Why don't we go and become freebooters here? I will be a criminal. I love the way he changed. He looks so evil now. That is beautiful. Yeah, these folks right here became the Fatimid Caliphs, so the Ismaili Caliphate, of course, and when they did, they actually split with somebody called the Karmatians. The Karmatians, you may know them from 936 and CK2. Well, I marry just any follower that I can find right here so that we can have plenty of children, hopefully at least one good one. Basically, these Karmatians were opposed to any idolatry, that kind of stuff, which is also why they raided the stone in Mecca and ultimately were defeated. But yeah, that was in the wake of the Fatimids doing their shenanigans. Alright, now let me take in our character. We are a terrible, misguided warrior. We need a guy that is really good at educating, I think, otherwise we'll have terrible children as well. And most importantly, of course, we don't really excel in martial. I'm going to go with subterfuge right here. I want to collect more and more skills on intrigue so that we can do those contracts relatively easily. For the time being, I'm not even gonna take any of these contracts. I will go towards the west, maybe even towards Mecca. Let's go to Medina, and then we're gonna do a pilgrimage from there, the obligatory Hajj, of course, because I just want to gather a couple of stats. Now, as we make our way there, I'll be honest with you, I have not played an adventurer since when they nerfed them, so I am sure, since you know that I already love the gameplay loop of adventurers, that I will enjoy it ever more, that now it takes longer and longer and longer for us to make the money needed, you know, to settle and so on. I hope it's not gonna be too big a deal. It really shouldn't be, but I want to point that out because, yeah, they did that, and I don't know how bad it is. Like, how long does it take to build up an entire camp? I think we're gonna be finding out. Alright, and I am immediately ill and wounded. Luckily, we're only 33 years of age. Tahir the Craven, Husseinid. Oh, that is interesting. Where are you coming from? They're also Fatimids, and he is a part of our household. That is very, very interesting. He's a Sayyid. If he took over, it would only be bad because he sucks, but at the very least, he would still be a descendant of the Prophet. Very, very interesting. Now, contract-wise, let's do a heist treasury. Absolutely. I do like the ransom cages. I think last time I played, they didn't work right. Now they do work right. At least that is what I heard. Juicy rumors. Listen, that is a peak start right here. Making more money, makes more money, makes more money. Let's build that roaring campfire. And there she goes. Mistress Paiwand has a child in her belly. Let's hope that it's a good one. Please only give me a child if it actually turns out to be like a genius or something. Very unlikely, but you know, still, you gotta hope. Injured, my old self. I'm glad to be well again. And we are again still wounded, so... Wait, what? Oh, my Sayyid nature is recognized. You gained the most pious life of Boss Hussein legend. He really is a boss, man. He is the boss. I don't know why they would give us a legend seed. We haven't done anything at all, and... Yeah, okay, listen, I'll take it is what it is, but why don't we for starters just execute the scheme? I am happy to get that kind of stuff, but obviously it doesn't actually mean anything. Let's execute this, make some money. And you know what? There is plenty more to take. Let's see whether we can't succeed here. There you go. We got another 50 bucks. That is exactly the way it is supposed to be. Now, let's see here. I would like to upgrade the followers of Ismail. This is named. There's a second Fatimid, by the way, in this start date as well. They are the Imami. So they also exist. You can also play them. They're also historical. They are indeed present as well. What did I talk about? Juicy rumors. Right. Wow, that is a lot of money that I need. Alright, I love this mission so much because like so many people, when you succeed, become your rivals or they hold a grudge and it's just like, you will never see them again. It is such a waste of a mechanic. I'm sorry to say this, but like, I'm sorry. Even if we succeed in this and they hold a grudge, what do you think are they gonna do? Nothing. I gotta tell you, we still make a ton of money. I don't think they nerfed it all too much. Maybe they nerfed, you know, everything related to doing mercenary contracts. That was, I mean, completely insane, quite frankly. But we're already at 310. You can upgrade these so quickly. And now we're making 50% more per, you know, criminal contract. I think this is pretty good. Oh my god, look at how fast we are. Days per phase is 10. Let me just check this, right? From agents, our agents are really good, I guess. Then we got this one as our focus. I don't know, it doesn't feel all that tedious. I don't think they nerfed it too much. It really is working well. We got rid of Muhammad right here. Oh, that's not... That's not... I love mogging people. That is part of the appeal here. Oh, and we have a son, Hussein. Let's take a look at this. I'm gonna educate you in warfare. I need a good warfare guy because I would love it if we could become a great adventurer. That's really where I want to go with this. Again, like I said, we do need a better educator because I am not good at this. Mistress Asiya, maybe. I mean, we'll see, okay? I just need anybody that can really educate my son in the art of warfare because I can't do it. Anyway, sun's out, guns out, and we failed. God damn it. This guy developed a grudge against me. Who are you? This is... All these grudges should never happen. Oh, and look at Saba. I will pay money. Oh, wait a minute. You're married. You are smart. I need you to give me a child. It seems very unlikely. But I would really like that. Man, she is great at stewardship. And so learning also impacts the success of your education a lot. So maybe she would be a relatively... Ooh, you both have good stats. We'll see about that. I just need a good educator for him, but I mean, whatever that might mean. For now, let's just cash in a lot more money as we go. And I think I would like to migrate now. Actually, you know what? I think I would like to go on a pilgrimage. Right, that is why we're so nearby here. Doesn't really do anything for me, but it seems reasonable to say I'm gonna at least do the Hajj and then I'm gonna get out of Arabia and literally never come back. Oh no. He wants me to leave and he will imprison me if I don't. Wait a minute. Can I leave while I am here? Game, you can't do that to me. Are you joking? So I literally cannot escape because the pilgrimage is ongoing. Can I not cancel it? I can't cancel it, can I? They're gonna imprison me with no right. With what right? No right. Oh, and look at that. Yeah, this pilgrimage can actually make you lose the gallows bait trait entirely. I'm not gonna bother with that. That's okay. We're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna keep it, you know, for better and for worse. And maybe I can still get out in time. I shaved my head. We collected a ton of... Well, it's not actually that much piety. They really nerfed it, which is great. But can I make it out of here? Maybe it was just like buggy and it doesn't even work anymore. Let me go to Cairo, okay? I would like to move all the way over to Cairo. We're not actually going to make it. We're going to stop before that. That's okay. Oh, and look at that. I do like that this DLC adds options for the wandering, you know, that you get different events. Because, man, I have seen all of the events. I could pay for them and get some troops, and I think that's actually a great idea. Yeah, I will hire you. 600 troops, nothing to sneeze at. What type of troops are they anyway? Levies. Terrible. Awful. Right, and so we arrive. I could found a cadet branch, don't worry about it. We're gonna do a heist treasury. Easy stuff, you know how it is. A lot of people very angry in this region, I guess. We are outside of the Iranian intermezzo that is, of course, also terrible for, you know, everything going on in there. And yet here in Egypt also, everybody's mad. What happened? What has the world come to? I guess that's just what happens if you have a Sunni overlord instead of a Fatimid Ismaili. Well, we're gonna set that right. Oh, and I think we had this bug in the past. They will just keep recognizing my Saeed nature and I will keep getting these... Okay. Whatever, man. No, I don't know. This makes an infinite amount of money. Being landless feels virtually the same if you ask me. I'm gonna make so much money off of all of you. Oh, that's crazy. I don't know when I failed any of these schemes the last time. We're getting incredibly lucky and I am so happy because anything else would suck. I remember when we played the Rice character, right? When we started here and then we went all the way over there and then turned around. We're not going to turn around this time. We're probably going to end up here in Ifriqiya. But my god, I failed so many contracts and right now it's pure wins and wins and wins. Alright, now let's take a look at our heir. He is 4 years old and he is excelling in warfare. That is exactly what we need from him. Now the big question is going to be... I am not terrible at educating you. I think Asiya here would be great. She got decent learning stats, very good martial stats. Okay, I see ya. I'll give him to you. What is your faith? Ashari, yikes. Don't change his faith, but please make him a good warrior, okay? Oh wow, look at that, my Saeed nature is recognized. That's amazing. This is only the 1 trillionth seed that I've gotten. Thank you. Oh, and let me double check. I keep forgetting putting people into the actual positions here. Man haggler. That's what I'm talking about. Gold gained from ransoming prisoners. Gold to pay to ransom. Okay. That's not awful, but that's honestly not that great of a position. Not sure. I'm sorry, this is actually so funny. A nose for trouble. Father, cries my daughter Paran, bounding up to me at speed and near bowling me over. Look what I found, it's a puppy. Drown the puppy. You know I had to do it to him. You know I had to do it to him. This is what you get. I don't know for what, but this is what you get. I could become orthodox now that I've drowned the puppy. I think I'm gonna become a sodomite instead. We're cool. It's fine. It's cool. Alright, but it looks like there are no criminal conflicts here anymore. I have done everything. I have kidnapped and murdered all the people that deserve to be kidnapped and murdered. And I think we're gonna be moving on maybe to the Romans. Let's go to Anatolia. Why not? Let's land right here in this beautiful start of the road and then make our way north and maybe at some point towards Constantinople. Now let's see. Slavers are attacking me. I can engage Mata in a duel. Okay. Guess I'll kill you. We really have come a long way with our prowess. It's not that difficult in all fairness, but yeah, we've gotten there. I don't think he stands a chance. If I die here, I'll just end the video. Because that would be unhinged. There you go. Get out of town. Don't even talk to me, man. Oh my god, and I've gotten the Great Pox. You have to be kidding me. Okay. Don't kill me. Alright, now let's make our way inland here. We luckily skipped, of course, the gates of Cilicia. Let's go to Ionia. Oh, actually, there's also illness there. You know what? Let's not go there. I am content where we are. Maybe we can do some crime in this region. No crime. I mean, I do also look like I am the crime, but nothing I can do about that. Let's go a bit more inwards. There are my contracts. Highest treasury. Oh, I love that. Oh my god, we are making infinite money just from this one score. That is so good. Look at this. That's terrible. That's just... My god. Did they stop them, by the way, from going bankrupt now? I think they only reduced them to -0 and then we summon the rest of the money from nowhere. It's better than the way it used to be. The way it used to be was very, very bad. But that was a ton of money. What do you want me to say? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I like that we're doing all of this, by the way, while we have the Great Pox. I don't know, Allah has blessed me. What do you want me to say? Oh, and it looks like I need to get out of Anatolicon. Otherwise, I'm gonna get arrested here. Yeah, sure, I can do that. I can do that. Let's go to Ionia. We wanted to go there initially, you know, just for starters anyway. They have now started to kick me out everywhere. I need to leave over here as well. We're making a ton of money still, building up our camp, but... yeah, we're getting less and less lucky in actually sustaining ourselves anywhere. Oh man, I'm still seeing all the same events every time. Oh my god, okay, I love traveling. When are you gonna be 16? I just need him to actually grow up. Because when he does, it doesn't matter that we are underweight and that we have the Great Pox and might just die, because we will be an eligible heir. Right now, we just don't have one. And it does actually look like there's not a lot to do for us here in Constantinople, so let's move over to Thessalonica. And man, traveling here is not easy, and it has nothing to do with that. With like these being bad locations, they just all hate us. In case you were wondering, we are literally like evil and at the same time disease riddled. So yeah, okay. We are so back. Oh, we have actually done it. That's incredible. I am no longer equipped with the Great Pox. Let's go and burn some property. Oh my god. Why would you kick me out? I was just gonna do another heist treasury. How dare you? Alright, you know what? Maybe... You know what? Actually, no. Let's not leave yet. We're just gonna go to Athens. That's okay. We'll be fine over there. Wait, how is he eligible? I thought kids were not eligible to be leaders of adventurer camps. I mean, I guess, but again, like, I'm pretty sure that they were not meant to be eligible for that. How are we doing with Levy the Outcasts? I'm not sure that we are gonna do this, just because, like, I don't really care to get an army with this guy. I just want to get money, 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 so that we can then straight hop into conquering with Hussein Fatimid, maybe even turning him into a great conqueror. That sounds like a plan to me anyway. Okay, and that's the Vasilevs kicking us out for good. He's like, listen, this Fatimid guy, I was okay with him claiming to be the descendant of Muhammad. But all this robbing, that's just not okay. What is this? In Tripoli, we have the Leptes Magna. Okay, let's go there. That sounds awesome. And maybe hire a captain. There you go. And you know what? Byzantine Empire, maybe I'll see you later when we take over Constantinople. Alright, here we are, Leptes Magna. Let me actually take a look at this. What is this? The gem of Tripolitania, Leptes Magna, was founded by the ancient empress. As the cruel sun reaches its zenith at midday, the shadows it casts over the ruins of temples, markets, and theaters disappear, and one cannot help but feel lost in this land without time. It is truly wondrous. Let me get a contract, because I do need to kill people in this land lost in time. No contracts, huh? I suppose it's time that we finally take a step into Africa. I will tell you right now that they utilized the actual support of the Berber tribes to take over this area, so it wasn't that they cooperated with local authorities, quite the opposite. The Aghlabids, after all, were governors of the Abbasids. They got no criminal... There's no crime in this region. They just got rid of it. They were like, no, 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 that's illegal. You cannot do crime. That's insane. Who are you? What do you mean, doing crime? Come on, give me a good contract. What's going on? Okay, sure, I'll make my way up to the capital, I suppose. Where are my contracts? Oh my god, it's stopped spawning in contracts for me. This is the game telling me, you know what? We're done with you. You're growing too fast. You cannot do that. And they don't have any criminal contracts in any of these locations. Huh? Alright, let's hop on over to Sicily here. Oh, and would you look at that? It was a cold winter right here in southern Italy. My god, it went all the way down here to Capua. That's pretty crazy. Normally winter stops earlier. I suppose it's just the hills, the countryside here really has seen a very, very cold particular set of winter. Wish that was true right now as well. It really isn't. What do we do here? I'm not getting the contracts that I need. My income rate has been abysmal over the last... over the last, like, months. That's awful. Literally nothing in Africa. Now, this is what I'm talking about. We come to the Pope, and the Pope gives us the best contracts. Thank you so much. Look at beautiful Rome, by the way. What a cute little thing. And then further up the road, of course, we have the major cities here of the Italian countryside. Gorgeous stuff. See, I really do love the way that winter creeps its way south into Italy, but of course, look at how prominent it is here in comparison. I don't know what it is about Kent. I feel like this is misconfigured. Kent is almost always free of snow. Maybe that is a historical thing, but I don't think so. Look at that, though, in comparison. I like that. It's so cute, especially with the snow animation right here. Oh, look at the eagle fly. Oh, that is gorgeous. I stole those from Kingdom of Heaven. They had that fully prepped, let me use the files, and I put it into my mod. It looks so good. And you know, why don't we try to abduct the Pope? Surely that's the most sensible thing that I could be doing right now. I like that I turned the guy that we did the contract for earlier. We killed somebody in his name. I turned him into the thug that is going to beat up the Pope so that we can abduct him. Oh yeah, that's storytelling right here. And oh my god, it is this Pope that proclaims Crusader Kings. I think it is good for all Muslims out there that I'm about to kidnap this man. That seems about right. Come on, do me the favor. You have to let me do this. Get him. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Pope Leo is no doubt kicking himself over the poor security. Ah, welcome to the party, pal. So now, how much are you worth? You're 200 bucks? That is all? Are you joking? That's nothing. He is of no value. That's crazy. I might just execute him, honestly, just to be done with him. I'll just teach you a lesson. I killed the Pope. This is what you get. You declare Crusader Kings, I declare you dead. Alright, but now, let's get out of here. Before they get any ideas. Okay, wait a minute. And now the new Pope, while I'm on the ocean, is like... Can you please ambush this mayor? Yeah, I'll take that money. I will absolutely take that money. Sure. And I even captured him. I am such a good servant of the papacy. God bless. Guy actually straight up hired the murderer of the earlier Pope, of his predecessor, to help him kidnap somebody. I guess that was evidence that I did a good job, right? I know what I'm doing. And maybe you also heard of the most pious life of Boss Hussein. Have you ever thought about that? Right, and we're doing the classic thing where we write down what we have seen. We've already visited, I think, 76 points of interest. I want this artifact, yeah. The artifact is really good. We could get martial lifestyle perks, but that's okay. This, if I'm not mistaken, if you are not me, yeah, you get a ton more lifestyle experience. That is amazing. Obviously, again, for us, it doesn't do all that much right now, but for our heir, and that is what we're playing for here, we want Hussein to be the one to actually take over and then become incredibly good. And look at that, his martial is incredible. I can really only hope that he also gets a nice martial stat, you know, an education trait right here, because then we have the ideal person to become a great conqueror. I should, like, just, like, die or something after that. You know, like, once he's 16, just, I don't know. I mug this wealthy citizenry so that my son can become a paragon of virtue. That is the price we pay. Oh, this was the first failure in a contract in this entire playthrough. 20 years. Almost. 20 years where I did not fail a singular contract. That's crazy. Unfortunate. I could also do, of course, Levy the Outcasts, but I'm actually gonna Google this because I do not remember whether Levy the Outcasts keeps those people around past succession or not. Let me find out about this. I think last time I was very like, this is not a good thing. Like, I do not care at all to have those outcast troops. They just weren't worth it. Let me take a look at this. They are lost upon succession. I'm not gonna bother. That is god awful. I'm sorry. That's terrible. He is 16. He is a skilled tactician, and he is decent at martial. 17 right there. He also speaks Arabic and Greek. Good for him, Hussein. I really want to step down so that I lose all of these stupid seeds, but also, more importantly, can actually start building up this fella here as, of course, what he deserves to be, a great conqueror. I am now currently literally taking all possible events that can just instantly kill me, and here we go. Mwah. Boss Hussein II. We have made it, and my god, he has such an interesting face. That is actually nice. I like that. Okay, anyway, listen. We are on top of our game right now. I'm gonna marry whoever I can marry because I just want more children. Everything else is besides the point. What matters, like, a ton more is the fact that we change who we are as, you know, an actual camp. We are 19 years old, very, very young. We have a ton of money, and I've built a bunch of the stuff that makes it so that it will be cheaper to recruit men-at-arms. We can recruit a ton of them, and I will immediately change away to swords for hire. There you go. We shall now go to war. And let me actually keep this in mind, right? I built all of this up so that we can do this. I need more martial. I think we just get that if I just keep going. I need a ton of prestige. We're already decently here distinguished. That's okay. Strategist or gallant. Okay, so we want to go down that. That makes sense. I want to participate in all of these wars. Just, you know, take whatever contract I can find. 2 commander traits, martial above 28, a lot of soldiers. Alright, I see how it is. I shall immediately start recruiting a couple of units. What are we going with? Let me think about this, right? We can go with something that is like relatively cheap, I suppose. We can fill in 6 maximum. I'm not sure just how profitable these contracts will be. I mean, obviously, Intrigue was insane. Whether this still is insane, I am not certain here. Alright, so Mubarizun is obviously pretty good. We could also just go with Light Horsemen. I feel like at the end of the day, no matter what you do, you either go with Light Horsemen or Camel Riders. And I think we're just gonna go with Camel Riders. Let's have pure Camel Riders, left and right, everywhere. Wherever you look, it is just camel, camel, camel. The best deals available wherever we are. Look at that. With the money earned, of course, through proper means. My father was not a criminal. He was not a crook. I was able to recruit the entire thing. I am not able to actually replenish them. That's pretty awful here. Okay, Give me some contracts here, okay? I need to replenish all of my stuff. Let's hunt some criminals, sure. Let me see, by the way, are they still hating on us? No, okay, so there's no lasting penalty from our father being as bad as he was. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at this thing. Yeah, I maxed those out. I never did any trickster or poacher because he wasn't good at it. Everything else, we leveled up as much as we could. I don't know why he's wearing Byzantine clothes, but if that is what made him happy. I just keep getting that event where people are fighting, and then the event where somebody murders somebody else, and there's just nothing else. It's just that over and over again. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, let's see. Let's just support any and all contracts that I can. Any and all factions, I should say. What do you mean I'm already in a faction? We won, though. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it needed some time to go away. That's fine. Let's get this done. Ah, that brings back memories. Bascon Yaku, here we are, huh? That's pretty crazy. That playthrough is so long ago now. What has happened in the world anyway? Jorvik is doing very well. Wessex does not exist. The Carlings are holding it together. Okay. Yeah, that's the classic mess. Right there. Alright, so this war was actually a really good choice because this is the first one that we are waging against the king. Well, actually, it's the Sultan, of course, of the Umayyads right here. But it means that this will count towards the counter for the Great Conqueror. And that was pretty swift. That is the first deposition war against the king right there. Gorgeous. I saw the requirement that I needed to kill at least 12 people, and I just did that. Except it actually drove me crazy. Because, yeah, they were just sitting in my prison. They weren't doing anything wrong. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I will be the crazy lord of the Fatimids. Oh, and that is the second war against the king. Very nice. So Navarra, Al-Andalus, and then we shall move, I guess, further towards the east here. Oh, Big Frisia has risen. Boudwin, son. Oh boy, yeah. I hope that they're soon gonna have a rebellion against him, and then I would just get involved in that. Another king right here. Beautiful. Oh, he just agreed. See, now I'm like... Why is he insulting me with a Byzantine word? He's not Byzantine. Now I'm like, does that even count? If he just gives in, because technically that wasn't a war against a king? I wouldn't know. And so, my friends, I have waged war off camera because I literally just joined random wars so that I would get my participation up. But it is done. For far too long has my sword brought riches to others. Now the earth shall drown beneath an ocean of blood for my glory. A time of great tribulation shall begin, unmatched since the dawn of time. Let's see, we got martial, we have strategist and gallant, we have participated in 20 wars, have done 5 wars against kings or emperors, have done 2 commander traits, 4,000 soldiers, have killed at least 12 characters, and have prowess of 6 knights of over 18. Ooh. Okay, you'll get the greatest conqueror legend seed, you get a pressed claim on the kingdom of Burgundy. Wait a minute, that's not right. No, I need to move. Here we are. Okay, I had to move down to the Aghlabites. I will become a great conqueror against the Aghlabites. I am the punishment of Allah. Now that is at least in character. I still remember Sugud's death, the first person. I remember dying at my whim. Did I have a taste for it even then? Did this hunger inside of me, this need for more, kindle at that instant or simply burn bright enough to finally be seen? Many more have joined him since. For most, such slaughter would be enough, but not for me. I cannot help but smile as I look at the horizon. Not for those who died, I smile for those that will. Conquering the world on horseback is easy. We get the conqueror trait, and I have the normal conqueror trait thing, so like this is not the strong version, but I think it will still be strong enough to just completely eviscerate them. Conquering the world on horseback is easy. Well, camelback, but what's the difference? Rise, rise, soldiers of Hussein II. That's my name, right? There you go. Let's completely eviscerate them by taking first their capital, and then, of course, everything else. I do wonder whether this version of the Conqueror trait is good enough to actually, like, not have me go bankrupt with how many men-at-arms I own. Yeah, if we win this, they basically get a choice on whether they become a vassal of ours. That is okay. I do want to at least have one battle against him right here, just to show him what I am made. Oh my god. Ooh. That is pretty unhinged, huh? The Fatimid Sultanate, my friends, has arrived. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. And by the way, I am a human being. Jesus Christ, okay. It was a long pathway, let me tell you this. A long pathway of random wars against random people. How much of that did they write down, by the way? Oh, yeah, that's, yeah. I didn't get my trade? You are joking. You know how long it took me to even do this? Okay, that's not good. I am really mad about that. I'm not gonna lie to you. What we're gonna do to finish this off at the very least, I'm gonna take over Mecca, okay? I don't understand. But, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead, take over Mecca, become the caliph of the Fatimids, and we're gonna dip, because that has been a crazy set of torture for me. Whew. Oh my god, there it is. It actually just took a moment. Now the conquest can begin. I thought the game had cheated me, but it did not. It did not cheat me. Oh my god, I dissolved troops for nothing, just for the record. But it doesn't matter, because now I will become caliph, and then I can actually conquer a little. That's fine. We can build an actual empire now that I have the conqueror trait. I have arrived. I have taken back Mecca. My father visited it, and now we return on 1 trillion camelbacks to take what is ours. And there it is. I've taken Mecca, and with that I have become the Fatimid Sultan. No, I've actually become the Caliph of all Shia faithful. That is also what he did, historically speaking. Well, not him, but the historical adopted person that took over after the starting character that we had. We were in a position where we took over the Aghlabids territories, much like they did historically. Then they built up the city of Mahdia. Take a look at it right there. That is that city that brought dominance for the Muslims in the central Mediterranean for about 100 years before the city and the port were destroyed. And then the Fatimids, of course, had already been moved to Egypt, where they also ultimately found their demise, much like this guy right here. Once I dissolve my armies, will find his demise to me. There it is. Hussein declared Imam. Alright, so far so good. This is already a whole lot better borders-wise, but you know what? I think... Oh, that's so cool. Request shipments of Sicilian grain, of course. Tunisia was reliant on this for this particular time frame. I love that this is actually in here. This has to be rice. It was reliant on it, and after the Normans clamped down on it, Tunisia faced, yes, starvation. We are not going to request that. I am going to say I shall take it. I want all of Sicily. My friend, surely I will win against Vasilios II, the Bast, and so we march. My god, I love Sicily. I think sooner rather than later we're gonna just do a playthrough here in Sicily, probably as the Normans. Honestly, maybe it might just be the next video here, because I want to win that struggle. And oh my god, not only did I miscalculate, the Black Death has arrived. It's in Mara. It started right here. You become the Caliph of the Ismailis, of the Shia. You become the Great Conqueror. You put all that work in there, and then in the meantime, the Black Death comes around. I love that. That is so Crusader Kings 3. Yeah, Jesus, that's terrible. At least give me Sicily. Come on. I can make this happen. I'm gonna isolate that capital for sure. That's just, let's close that off. Okay, so the good news is, I do think they're superior. The bad news is that they're just going back and forth like 15 times. Alright, we got populists. I don't really care about this. That's pretty easy. I'm winning Sicily. Screw you, buddy. Alright, and I'm taking the fight here. I think this may still be a loss, but we have really good odds on our side here as the defender, of course. Yes. Oh, that was good. Okay, listen. Great Conquerors is still Great Conquerors. I screwed that up initially, but... Look at that. You can clean house as long as you just take care. And of course, Black Death is here. The entire island is surrounded. No. Okay. Wow, that is devastating to see right here. Look at that. Jesus Christ. My God, it is so fast. Okay. I'm gonna just say God wants me to be here. He wouldn't kill me. I'm good. Don't worry about it. I just need to siege, we'll be golden. Allah wouldn't have made me Caliph if he wanted me to die. It's just that simple. Imagine how... This actually is so fitting. You know what? I would actually really like it if whenever a Great Conqueror is created this way, that can trigger the Black Death. Because this is very much like Genghis Khan. We rose up. Jesus Christ, look at this. We rose up, we became the Great Conqueror, and immediately after the end of the world comes along. And it doesn't look like we're getting sick of it, so... Hey, if it works, it works. I really like that storytelling potential there. I don't know what it is, by the way. I'm not getting sick despite being in the middle of it, which is quite odd because the Great Conqueror trait, as far as I'm aware, does not have like any denial for, you know, for illness or something. But hey, I'll take it. I win, you lose. That's gorgeous. Take a look at that. The Fatimids have taken over. Now, being Caliph is a bit odd, given the fact that I only own Mecca and I just conquered it, you know, to have it. I would like to go further there, but Egypt is like such... It's so useless because it's, you know, so splintered. Taking Sicily in one go, and... I'm sorry, every time we zoom in, it's just pure insanity. Oh my god. Taking Sicily in one go. No, that was worth it. Folks, I have brought the end of the world. I was the harbinger. First, I terrorized everybody as a criminal. And then, I mean, well, you can see it right here. I am the Caliph, but it's, you know... It's good and bad to a certain degree here. What we're going to do is, I'm going to move my capital, I think, to Salerno. And now I have a question for you. Can I Revitalize the Sicilian frontier. See, this is what you can do. You can restart the struggle, and now the Sicilian struggle is here once more, and I could try and actually push it towards a proper ending, where we become the dominating form in Sicily. As the harbinger of doom, I bid you farewell, folks. Let me know in the comments what you have done as a great conqueror, and whether you've seen something just as disastrous as this one. Look at that. 1,882 people already died. I'll leave it right here, and I will see you later, alligator.